Hello my friends and welcome to Adventures of Deanna. I'm Deanna and I'm on an adventure to lose over 100 pounds. Today's video has nothing to do with that. It's all about journaling. I'm going to do a review of the Silk and Sonder journals. For the last 90 days I have used the Silk and Sonder journals. So for April, May, and June, I've used the Silk and Sonder journals. Before I get into my review, I just want to give you a little bit of back information about me. So I started my journey with the No BS weight loss program. In that program, they had you keep a journal. You could get one through the program. You would pay for it, they would ship it to you. It would be spiral bound, but you also had the option to just print your own journal. So I went with the second option of printing your own journal, and I created my little 3-ring binder that I have here. So within this binder, I have my habit tracker. I have my daily plans where I write down my food that I'm going to be eating that particular day and my assessment of the day and how it went. I have I keep all of my habit trackers. I have my Hello Scale page, which is every Friday whenever I weigh in, I write down how I was feeling about my weigh-in, what were the things that led to the result that I got on the scale, if I'm going to start doing anything new, stop doing something that I was doing, or continue on doing what I have been doing. It's just a great time to reflect on the week that I had just had and then make a plan for the next week as well. And then I also have my monthly weigh-in where I can do my measurements, make a plan for what are my goals for the particular month. Again, what am I going to start doing, stop doing, continue doing, etc., etc. So this is how I started journaling, was just based solely on my weight loss and my weight loss program. I then quit the No BS program. I was doing the Naturally Slim in conjunction, so I've kind of decided that I'm doing some kind of morph between No BS and Naturally Slim. They both kind of rely on the same principles of eat when you're hungry, stop when you're satisfied, drink plenty of water, get your sleep, are the basics of the programs. So I'm kind of combining them because Naturally Slim program doesn't have you make a plan before you eat, where the No BS program says to plan out all your foods before you eat them. And I kind of like that versus just always eat what you want whenever you're hungry. So I decided that I wanted a different planner that was going to include more things than just my meal plan. The No BS planner does have a place where you can plan out your day, but I wanted something a little bit more. And I ran into Silk and Sonder. Silk and Sonder is a self-care journal. Each month it has a theme. So April, the theme was freedom. May, the theme was creativity. And June, the theme was play. I like these themes. They have different exercises each month to go along with the theme. And I'm not going to do a full flip through of the journals today. I just want to give my kind of overview and my experience with Silk and Sonder instead of that. If you want to flip through, I'll link a video down in the description box below. But it does have this fun mood and habit tracker. It has all kinds of fun things that you can do. There's always a coloring page in the journal, and then there's always the daily pages that you can do. So this is for like the week, and then on the following pages is just some spaces where you can write down about your day. The fun thing about this is that it's up to your own creativity. And to help with that, the Silk and Sonder, they have their own app that you can download onto your smartphone. And within the app, there's this whole community experience that you can have. It's kind of like Facebook, but there people share their different ideas and experiences. There's also some bingos that you can join in on, and it'll have you complete different tasks in order to get bingo, and they change up and they're different, and it's just another fun way to do your self-care. Also, within the Silk and Sonder, there's another thing called daily rituals that you can sign up for. So daily rituals, you sign up for it. Every day you get an email. It's like 21 days of journal prompts. So there's a nice little talk in the daily rituals, and it gives you some ideas, and it kind of guides you into a stream of consciousness and gives you some good opportunities for journaling. I tried out the daily rituals and I really enjoyed doing the journaling prompts. They also have other experiences that you can do. There's these Sonder socials. So there's two different kinds. There's one where you go on a Zoom call and you actively participate with other participants. These ones cost about $10 per event, and it's just a time that you can get together with like-minded individuals to talk about your Silk and Sonder journal and get tips and ideas, and have a appointment, a meeting to sit and take time to organize your journal, and it's fun. There's also one where it's not with active participants. There's a coach who's just guiding you through, having you look at the different pages and giving you some ideas. I attended this in June, and one of the fun things that I learned in June was this concept of a rose, a bud, and a thorn. So like a rose is a win, a bud is an opportunity, and a thorn is a challenge. So once a week, sit down and think about your week and think about, what was the rose that I had? What was that win? What was a bud that I had? What was an opportunity that's coming up in my life? And then a challenge. What was something that, wasn't going so well and it was challenging? So that was super exciting. When I first started journaling in the Silk and Sonder, I was nervous. There's all these blank notes pages, and I was like, what in the world do I do with these pages? I had no idea. Thankfully, they had the community that I could go into and get ideas for being creativity. So I did this nice one with work productivity in order to track things at work. In May, I went on vacation, so I had this nice vacation memories page where I wrote down some fun memories and some plans that I was going to have for my vacation. I did this cute little flower for weight loss. So there's all kinds of different ways that you can have fun with your journal. They do have a table of contents page where you can write down what your different pages are for so that you can easily flip to them. One thing that I did was I bought these tabs. These tabs are really cool, and they are, I'll tell you the name down in the description box below. I'll have to look it up. But they're like Post-it notes, and they can peel off and you can re-stick them so that you can use them from journal to journal. So these were a huge help in my journal, because a lot of times I would find myself looking for my page and not being able to find it, and that just helps me to flip to the page really easily. So I really like that. You can see here in the very first one I had a Post-it note for a page marker. So as the months went on, I got better at using the journal. It was a skill. It was like something that I had to learn and improve on and get new ideas for. So each month I got better and better at using the Silk and Sonder journals. For my review, one more thing I wanted to tell you was about the pens that I got. So the pens that I got are these FriXion ballpoint pens by Pilot. They're gel ink roller pens. I really like these pens. They are erasable pens. And one thing that's great about them is you can see here I have this page and it's got a lot of coloring. But whenever I flip it over, there's no bleed through on the page. So there's good paper here. I don't know what the weight of it or any of the fancy terms for that is, but it is good thick paper that you're using for it. My final thoughts about this journal is it is an excellent journal. I really love it, and I feel like it's something that as you use it, you grow and you get better at using the journal. I would give this journal an 8 out of 10 stars. Having said that, I want to try out different journals. I want to find out if there's one that's more suited specifically for me. So the last 90 days I've been using the Silk and Sonder journal, and the next 90 days I'm going to be using the Changemaker's Journal by Elizabeth Benton. Elizabeth Benton wrote the book Chasing Cupcakes that I've read and I enjoyed. It was a great book for weight loss that I highly recommend. It gives you a lot of questions to answer, a lot of journal prompt ideas in order to really do a lot of self-discovery. So I'm going to be using the Changemaker's Journal. Elizabeth also has a podcast called Primal Potential that I listen to. Again, it's just about, living your best life and how to make the change that you want to see. And it's all about how transformation is now. So the next 90 days, I'm going to be using this journal, and I will be giving you a review of this journal, but that's not for 90 days. But I won't start using this one until July 1st. Until the end of the month, I am still on Silk and Sonder. Let me know down in the comments below if you use Silk and Sonder, if you're interested in using Silk and Sonder, or if you have any questions about the journal itself. As a beginner to journaling, bullet journaling, planners, I'll give you, my thoughts and opinions and what I think about it. So that's all I have for today's video. I'll catch you guys in the next video. As always, it's going to be an adventure. Bye.